Grace, you won't believe the news. Kyle is going to get married soon. This is so wonderful, isn't it? I can hardly believe it. It's finally going to be his big day. It's a once-in-a-lifetime event that deserves all the attention. I know I'm going to make this wedding the biggest ceremony I can.
Huh? Kyle's getting married? I'm shocked. Are you serious, Mom? This is for real because I never thought this day would come.
What? Are you calling your mother a liar? Do you not trust me?
That's not what I'm saying. I just wanted to make sure this is really happening, that's all. I was just curious about where they met and how this whole relationship started between them.
Oh, well, I chose a refined girl who suits Kyle perfectly, obviously. She's exactly what our family needs. Unlike you, she's truly charming and sweet. She has all the qualities of a perfect bride. She'll be a great wife to support Kyle in every way.
I think marriage is a happy occasion, but I have some concerns about whether this one is right. Does the bride and her family really agree with this marriage? Are they not reconsidering it or hesitant about anything?
What are you trying to say? Are you implying that Kyle isn't a good man?
I mean, Kyle is addicted to gambling and has debts that might affect their future together. You know that. So does the other side know about that, or are they unaware about this situation?
I haven't told them yet. I don't think it's that big of a deal, Grace. A person's charm isn't just about money. There are important qualities to consider in a partner. On the contrary, the family should support him more than ever, including you. I mean, he's unemployed. He's very lucky to be getting married. Speaking of which, he has a $60,000 debt, so you should cover all the wedding costs to help him out. Got it?
What? Are you serious about asking me to cover that? How is his wedding my problem?
Of course I'm serious. Why would I joke about this? Gosh, Grace, you've always been so clueless. It's frustrating that you can't understand what needs to be done. I wish I could bottle up Kyle's goodness and make you drink it. I guarantee it would prove you so much. Don't you want to do the right thing for your family? We've always done so much for you, and you're not even going to give it back to us? Plus, we're letting you live at home, and yet you're so ungrateful. If this is how it's going to be, maybe Kyle should have been my only child. I never should have given birth to you. Gosh, what a waste. After all, we don't need someone who can't even help our family in times of need.
Why would you say something so cruel? It hurts to hear such harsh words from my own mother.
I'm just stating the facts. They can be difficult to hear, but they're necessary. If you understand, make sure you have the money ready. There's no other way to resolve this issue. Did you get it? Don't make me repeat myself. This is important, and I expect you to take it seriously.
I just heard from Mom about something really surprising. I'm not sure how to react to this. Is it really true that my brother is getting married? I can hardly believe it.
Ah, so you heard the news too. It's been quite the shock for me as well. I also thought that there was no way that could be true at first. It's hard to imagine finding someone who's actually willing to marry him. I only found out not long ago myself, and it's still sinking in for me.
So, even you didn't know until recently? That's surprising. I thought you would have been informed earlier.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you, Grace. Mom has always hated it when I interfered with Kyle, so she kept this from me intentionally, I guess. So I've been watching from the sidelines lately, trying not to get too involved in their matters. It seems the discussion about his marriage progressed without me knowing, and now everything is moving forward so quickly.
When I asked, it seemed the fiancé doesn't know what kind of person my brother is deep down. I can't honestly be happy about the situation, knowing that Kyle's true self is being hidden away from her. She doesn't know what she's getting into. I don't know how he managed to get to the point of an engagement considering all his past issues and behavior. But honestly, I'm only filled with anxiety about this marriage. The bride is being deceived. Plus, now Mom's telling me to cover the entire $50,000 wedding cost, which is completely unreasonable.
They expect you to bear that huge amount of money for the wedding? That's insane! I can't believe they would have the nerve to force you to pay that!
I knew Mom has always favored Kyle, but this level of favoritism is so extreme. Saying that I'm worthless if I don't pay, that I shouldn't have been born at all, that's a terrible thing for a mother to say to her child. I never thought she hated me that much. I'm honestly heartbroken.
Grace, don't worry about what Mom says. Her words are harsh, but they don't define your worth.
But I'm not sure what to do.
Don't worry, I'll take care of it. You shouldn't have to deal with this kind of stress alone. I'll go and convince your mother now. It's time someone stood up to her. I've had my thoughts about her for a long time as well, about how she treats you differently. Now I'm ready to finally speak my mind. Kyle's marriage gives us a reason to talk things out at last.
Okay, thanks. I appreciate your support more than you know.
You don't need to stress about this at all, Grace. Leave all of it to me so you can focus on taking care of yourself. You can ignore the wedding costs too. Don't let them pressure you into paying something you shouldn't have to.
Got it. I'll try not to be overwhelmed by this.
Didn't you? I knew you'd do this. You've always been like this, Grace. Whenever anything bothers you, you immediately run to your father. It's so frustrating. Then I'm the one who has to get scolded. You're such a brat. At this rate, you'll stay single forever. No man will want to marry a girl who behaves like this. If you want to find a good man like your brother, you need to change your attitude completely. That means you need to respect your parents and listen to what they say. Got it?
Do you genuinely think Kyle respects you and Dad? How can you say that when he doesn't even fulfill his basic responsibilities? Even though he graduated from university, he hasn't found a job yet. Worst of all, he's been increasing his already enormous debts by gambling all the time. How can that be considered respectful behavior? You let him get away with everything.
You don't understand. Kyle is such a blessing to us just by existing. Regardless of what he does, he means so much to this family. But you're hopeless. You need to do way more than Kyle to be able to please me. Paying for this wedding is your perfect chance to repay your family. That's why you shouldn't miss this opportunity. Don't you get it? This is your duty as a daughter, and you should take it seriously without questioning it. Children are supposed to obey their parents, so stop arguing. Just do what you're told and everything will be fine.
Mom, you're asking for $50,000. That's not an amount I can just hand over because you tell me to. It's outrageous.
What are you yapping about? Quit talking back to me and do as you're told. You can't be a failure for the rest of your life, you know. Besides, I know you have the money. You started investing in whatnot when you were in university, didn't you? Grace, you said you had about $100,000. So why are you hesitating to help your brother with his wedding?
I never told you that, Mom. How in the world do you know that?
I eavesdropped when you were talking to your dad. Duh. How else do you think I found out about it? $50,000 is just pocket change to you. Besides, it's nothing compared to the happiness your brother deserves on his wedding day. If you care about your brother's happiness, just hand it over. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be. I'm planning a gorgeous wedding that's perfect for Kyle, so just wait.
There's no way I can do that. You're asking for a significant amount of money for something so unreasonable.
Don't you know? Everything that a child owns belongs to their parents, so it's only right. You should be grateful that I'm even asking you nicely. Make sure you get the $50,000 ready no matter what. Don't make excuses or try to back out. Got it? Have it ready by tomorrow. There's no time to waste, and we need to move forward with plans.
I understand your intentions now, Mom. You're determined to make this wedding happen no matter what, even if it means taking your daughter's money. If you're saying that much, I'll prepare for tomorrow. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, great. You should have said that from the beginning. It would have saved us all this back and forth.
But Mom, don't bother apologizing after tomorrow, okay? It's not going to mean anything to me.
Apologize? Why would I do that? You're out of your mind. I'm your mother. I don't have to apologize to you. Where did you go? I've been looking for you everywhere, and you just disappeared without telling me anything. You weren't at home when I woke up. I thought you went to withdraw money, so I left it alone. But now I'm starting to get really concerned. What's taking you so long? You need to hurry up and return home. Don't you remember? We arranged for you to bring $50,000 back to me. We don't have time to waste. This is really urgent, Grace.
Sorry, but I don't plan on giving you any money, Mom. It's not something I'm willing to do.
Huh? What are you saying now? There's no time to be playing around. Today is a deadline to pay for the wedding cost. If we don't pay now, the entire wedding will be canceled, and all of my hard work will go down the drain. I've already told the coordinator that we're able to cover all the cost. That means we can't get financial help. It's too late to apply for a loan. Hurry up and prepare the money. There's no more time for arguing. Just get it ready now.
I've been saying all along that I won't pay, haven't I? You just didn't want to listen to me before.
Huh? But you said you'd prepare yesterday. Don't try to back out of what you promised to do.
Oh, when I said I'd prepare for today, I meant getting ready to leave the house. I never said I'd prepare you the money. You misunderstood me, or maybe you just didn't care to listen.
You really had the nerve to trick me? This isn't fair. You can't do this to your own mother.
You know, you're misunderstanding something else. You thought I have enough money to pay for this wedding, but I don't. My savings don't even amount to $10,000 right now. Thinking I could give you $50,000 is absurd.
What? How can that be? No way. You said you earned $100,000. How could you have lost that much money so quickly? Don't tell me you blew it all in gambling too. Are you just like your brother, wasting everything you've earned?
Don't be ridiculous. I've been much more responsible with my money than he ever was. I just invested my money instead of keeping it as cash. It's tied up in assets that I can't easily liquefy.
What does this mean? I don't understand why you just can't get the money out when we need it. Stop using fancy terms and just tell me what's going on.
Currently, my assets are tied up in stocks and mutual funds. They're not liquid, so I can't use them. By liquid, I mean that I don't have that money in cash. It's not something I can access right away. Simply put, there's no way I can suddenly prepare $50,000. It's impossible under these circumstances, Mom.
You never told me that. How was I supposed to know you couldn't access your money when we needed it? Plus, what was all that talk with your father about? You made it sound like you had a ton of cash saved up and ready to use.
I explained the same thing to Dad, you know. I wasn't lying when you heard me talk to him. Besides, I didn't tell you anything. You just eavesdropped and misunderstood the bits you heard. That's why you're confused right now. Don't blame others for this. It's your fault for stalking me and jumping to conclusions.
This can't be happening. Does that mean you can't pay for the wedding? We were lucky enough to secure the last available spot at a beautiful venue in June. It was going to be the perfect time for a wedding ceremony. If we cancel, it'll be snapped up right away. It's practically impossible to book another venue on such a perfect summer day. No, it's worse than that. I've already bragged to Kyle's fiancé family about how extravagant the wedding will be. They think we can afford such a luxurious venue. What am I supposed to say to them now? Oh my God, what if the engagement is called off because of this? They think I tricked them. Then Kyle's happiness will slip away. All because we couldn't come up with the money in time to save the wedding.
Well, it's your fault for counting on someone else's money. You should have saved up beforehand instead of relying on me. So don't you try to blame this on me. I haven't done anything wrong. I made my stance clear from the beginning, and you just ignored it. More importantly, I'm cutting ties with you and Kyle. I can't continue to be a part of a family that treats me this way.
How dare you, you brat! After everything we've done for you, this is how you repay us? Unbelievable. Well then, if you can't pay the $50,000 since you choose to be such a useless daughter, I can just ask your father. He'll come up with the money somehow, I know it.
No, don't bother Dad with this. He doesn't deserve to be dragged into this mess that you created.
Shut up! You're not giving us the money, so don't complain that I'm going to ask him for help. You don't get a say in this. If your father cancels his company's mutual aid savings plans, that should bring in a decent amount of money for us. We can use it to cover the wedding cost and save face. I'm such a genius. Everything can finally go smoothly now. Edward, can you cancel your mutual aid savings plan? We could really use the money that'll come from the partial refund.
What's this all of a sudden? What do you want?
Grace didn't prepare the $50,000, and she even had the nerve to leave the house. Did you hear about this yet? I can't believe this. She just doesn't listen to anything I tell her.
You're still going on about that? Don't you think you should cut her some slack? She doesn't deserve any of this.
Yeah, save the lecture. I don't have time for this. Can't we just focus on solving the problem at hand? Anyway, we're $50,000 short for Kyle's wedding. We need to come up with the money immediately. I don't have that kind of money, so I was thinking, maybe you could help us out somehow. Then I remembered, Edward, you have that mutual aid savings plan with your company, right? It could be our solution. Let's cancel it and use the refund for Kyle's wedding. It's the only way to keep everything on track. I'll plead with the venue to extend the payment deadline by a few days. So just hurry up and take care of it. We don't have a moment to lose if we want this wedding to happen.
Don't talk nonsense. You can't just go canceling things without considering the long-term consequences. That's the money I've been saving for our retirement. You can't expect me to give that up so easily. Besides, $50,000 for a wedding is way too much. It's outrageous and way over our budget. Kyle doesn't need that much of a luxurious wedding. He'll do perfectly fine with a humble ceremony. Is this dream wedding of yours necessary to go this far? Because I don't think it is.
I can't believe this. Putting yourself before your child's happiness. You should be willing to sacrifice anything for your son. I never thought you were that kind of person. It's shocking to see you prioritize money over your son. But come to think of it, you've always taken care of Grace and never paid attention to Kyle. You've already shown your true colors, haven't you? Favoring one child over the other.
Enough! I can't listen to any more of your nonsense. You're the one who made me raise the kids that way. Everything that's gone wrong is a result of your actions. Whenever I tried to take care of Kyle, you wouldn't even let me touch him. You always pushed me away. Don't tell me that I favored Grace when you've kept me away from Kyle this entire time. Remember Carol? You'd fly into a rage when I tried to offer advice on raising the kids, always shutting me down instantly. You even threw things at me in front of them. You've always acted so irrationally, even when they were watching us.
So now you're blaming me for this?
Yes, I am. It's time you faced the consequences of your actions. Let me tell you something, Carol. There's more to this story that you've hidden from me. I know everything. You thought you could keep secrets from me, but I've known about them for a long time.
What are you talking about? Edward, I've never hidden anything from you.
You can't fool me, Carol. I know who Kyle really is. There was a time when your purse fell over and a photo slipped out. That was the moment everything became clear to me. It was a picture of you with a man I didn't know. I immediately knew what was wrong, because that man in the picture looked exactly like Kyle. The resemblance was uncanny. I'm not so dense as you think I am. I immediately did a DNA test. I needed to know the truth, no matter how painful it might be. The results were clear. I'm not Kyle's biological father.
No way. You knew? All this time. And yet you never said a word about it?
Yeah. That's when I finally understood. Everything started to make sense, and I saw the situation for what it was. You didn't want me to touch Kyle because he was the child of the man you truly loved. I couldn't abandon him even after knowing the truth. And for many years, that's exactly what I did. I decided to raise Kyle as my son until he grew up, no matter what happened. That's why I kept quiet for all these years. I chose to protect Kyle and keep the family together despite everything. No matter what kind of person he's become, I took care of him until adulthood. I fulfilled my duty as his father. I may not be his biological father, but I gave him everything I could. Now it's your turn to take responsibility. You can't run from this any longer. You have to face the truth.
Responsibility? What do you mean by that?
I'm divorcing you. It's time for this to end.
What? You can't be serious. You're really going to walk away just like that? After everything we've been through? Think about it. We've been married for decades.
It doesn't matter. You've done more than enough to deserve this. No matter how much you cry or complain, there's nothing you can say that will make me forgive you. I won't ask for alimony, and you can even have the house, but don't expect any share of the assets. You lost your right to have that the moment I knew you betrayed me.
No, I'm entitled to half of it. That's what we agreed to. You can't just cut me out of your share like this.
What are you talking about? You don't deserve anything after what you've done to this family. It's been decades since you've betrayed me. The statute of limitations has passed, so I can't sue for your adultery anymore. But the fact remains that you cheated on me. It's undeniable. Kyle's blood is proof enough. He's living evidence that you deceived me from the start. You should be grateful I didn't leave you the moment I found out about the affair. I gave you more time and effort than you ever deserved.
No, this can't be happening. Edward, I only work a part-time job. How am I supposed to survive without your support? If you leave me with no savings, what am I supposed to do? I have no way to support myself on my own.
That's not my problem. You've never needed my help with parenting Kyle, right? Then you should be able to handle this on your own. Goodbye. I'll be in touch through a lawyer, so don't reach out to me directly.
Please, Edward, think this over. Don't abandon me like this. It's over, Grace. My entire life is over. Everything I've counted on is destroyed. I don't know what to do. Your father left me and you've walked out too. How am I supposed to live from now on? I'm completely alone now with no one left to support me.
That's not my concern. You've made your choices, and now you have to deal with the consequences on your own. Why don't you ask your beloved son for advice? He's always been your favorite, hasn't he?
Kyla's still going to the casino to gamble every day. He hasn't changed at all. Even with the wedding around the corner, he's still fueling his addiction. He doesn't care at all that we're short on money for the ceremony. It's like none of this even matters to him. I've been doing everything for him. I've sacrificed so much, and yet he shows no appreciation for me.
I think you're the only one here that thinks you tried your best to parent Kyle. Can't you see that you're the root of who he is today?
So I'm the one to blame for this? You don't care what happens to your poor mother?
I told you, I'm cutting ties with you. I don't care what happens to you because I don't consider you my mother anymore. You lost a title a long time ago through your own actions.
If you're leaving, at least leave the money behind. You owe me for all the years I've supported you. Cash out all that, asset management or whatever you were doing. It's the least you can do before you go. Then I'll forgive you. You just need to give me your money and I'll be okay with all this trouble that you've caused.
Stop saying such nonsense. When will you quit manipulating me into giving in? How long do I have to keep putting up with this? I'm tired of always being the one sacrificing everything. I've always had to wear Kyle's hand-me-downs, and it made me feel like I didn't matter as much as he did. If Dad hadn't noticed, I would have been stuck in boys' clothes for the rest of my childhood. Even my pocket money and the cash gifts I got on holidays, all the money I got from our relatives and Dad was taken by you, and I was left with nothing of my own. That too was handed over to my brother, as well as every little thing I owned. I always felt like I was unwanted. It was so painful for me. Do you even understand how miserable I was? You never cared about my feelings, only about Kyle.
But Kyle is the eldest son, so it can't be helped. You're just his little sister, Grace. You have to accept that.
You really haven't changed at all. You're still the same selfish person you've always been, and it's tragic. I never had any possessions of my own. Everything I ever had was taken away from me. And this time, you assumed that my money was yours too, without even considering my feelings. That's why you bragged to Kyle's fiance that we're rich, right? You used my money to paint a false picture of our family's wealth.
Huh? How did you know that?
Dad confirmed it with Kyle's fiance. The truth came out when he spoke to her. You told her that we're a wealthy family with over $100,000 in assets, that the bride would be financially secure after getting married to Kyle, which we both know is a complete lie. But that's how you lured her in. That money isn't even yours, Mom, and it's definitely not Kyle's either. You nor Kyle had no claim to it, but you used it to deceive his fiancée and her family. So, Dad made sure to correct the misunderstanding. He told him the truth about our financial situation. We're not wealthy at all. We're just a regular family with no extraordinary wealth to speak of. Most importantly, Kyle is a gambling addict with $60,000 in debt. Dad revealed everything to them.
How could you do such a thing? Do you know how serious this is? If you seriously told them everything, then the whole marriage is going to fall apart.
Yes, it will, and rightfully so. There's no way this marriage should continue under these circumstances. But it's not just that, is it? There's something more to this.
What do you mean? What else could possibly go wrong?
The other family is really angry about what happened, as they should be. They aren't going to let this slide. So they want to take legal action against you for deceiving them. They're getting a lawyer and preparing to sue for fraud.
Fraud? I never meant for this to escalate so much.
Well, it's no wonder they're upset. Their trust was completely shattered, and they have every right to be angry. Their precious daughter was almost married off to a liar. And not just any liar, for that matter, to a gambling addict drowning in debt. It's a nightmare for any parent. Even if it doesn't count as fraud, they'll probably still demand compensation.
You're kidding me, right? My life is already falling apart, and now this? If I'm divorced, I'll lose all my money. And on top of that, I'd have to pay compensation. What will I have left to live on? I'm doomed.
This is all because you lied about so many things, to our family and to Kyle's partner. It's all your fault.
I just wanted Kyle to be happy. Everything I did was for his sake, or so I thought. That's all I wanted. I never meant for things to turn out this way.
That kind of excuse won't mean anything to them. The fact that they were deceived is all that'll remain, and it's more than enough. No amount of apologies can undo this. You don't have money to hire a lawyer, so you better either comply to the charges or apologize. There's no other option left for you. Also, you need to start thinking about how you'll take care of that gambling-addicted son of yours. He's all yours.
That's impossible. I don't have enough strength to handle this alone. Don't you know, Kyle spends hundreds of dollars every day. His addiction is draining everything, and I can't keep up with it anymore. Even if I work hard, my entire month's pay is gone in no time.
But it's you who raised him like this. You're the one who enabled his behavior, and now it's come back to haunt you.
Please help me, Grace. I don't know what to do anymore, and I'm begging you to save me from this. I'll apologize for everything. And from now on, I'll love you more than ever. I'll change, I promise. Just don't leave me.
Are you serious? It's too late for that now. No amount of promises can fix what's broken between you and I. There's nothing more to say to you. I've made my decision to cut ties with you, and I'm sticking to it, no matter what you say. I don't need someone who can't even prioritize their family, just like you said. You show me exactly who you are.
No, this can't really be happening. I never thought you'd actually leave me like this.
Goodbye, for the last time. I'm walking away from you and won't look back. This is really the end. Don't contact me again. We're done, and I need to move on without you.
No, Grace, don't abandon me. I'm begging you. Don't leave me alone to face all of this by myself.
Finally, this nightmare is over. I just finished apologizing to Kyle's fiancée's family. They've decided that for now they're planning to file a compensation claim against Carol and Kyle.
The consequences are catching up to them. I hope this will finally make them realize the severity of their actions.
Yes, their lives are in jeopardy. Whether they like it or not, they don't have any financial support. They should understand how wrong their actions are now. It's more than enough to make them suffer.
Well, they'd better. For years, they've gotten away with their behavior. I'm glad they're finally being punished.
Grace, I'm sorry again for everything. I regret the pain you've endured because of the family's mistakes and failures. If I had been more responsible, you wouldn't have had to suffer so much. I failed you, and for that I'm deeply sorry.
Don't apologize, Dad. You did the best you could under the circumstances, and I don't blame you for any of this. It's true that I wasn't loved by Mom and Kyle, and I felt the lack of their affection every single day. But you loved me enough for the both of them, right? Your love was what kept me going, even when things were hard. I can feel that love. It's always been there, and it's something I've held on to all these years.
Knowing that my love meant so much to you means the world to me.
And Dad, I think it's amazing that you stayed with Mom for all these years, even after knowing she betrayed you. I can't imagine how hard that must have been for you. You've endured so much for our family, and you've done so much as a father. I'm beyond grateful that you raised me. I wouldn't be who I am today without your guidance.
Of course, Grace. That's just what a father's responsibility is. Thank you.
And by the way, I received some dividends from my stocks recently, and it was more than I expected. So how about we treat ourselves and go on a trip together? Let's make some happy memories to replace the painful ones.
A trip with you, Grace? We've never had a chance to do that before. It sounds wonderful.
Right? Let me repay you for everything, Dad. You've done so much for me, and now it's my turn to give back.
Thank you so much, Grace. I'd love that.
After the engagement was called off and the lawsuit was filed, my mother and brother had to pay compensation. To do this, they had to sell the house and move into a shabby apartment. It was a drastic change from the life they once knew. Although my mother only had to work a part-time job in the past, she was forced to work full-time just to make ends meet. It's physically challenging for her at her age, and she's struggling to keep up with the demands of her new job. Rumor has it that she's exhausted every day. The toll it's taking on her health is visible, and it's clear she's not handling it well. Meanwhile, my brother, only after being pushed to this point, finally tried to find a job. But with no work history at his age, his lack of experience made it almost impossible to get hired. So he ended up taking day labor jobs. It was the only work he could find, and it's far from stable. The most shocking part is, as soon as he gets paid, he goes straight to the casino. His gambling addiction hasn't changed, even now. And my mother, who used to spoil him, now treats him harshly, and they fight every day. The dynamic between them has completely shifted. As for me, after returning from a trip with my father, I decided to start fresh and create a new life for us both. I bought a condominium where we can live together. It's a place where we can finally find peace and stability. I'm planning to introduce my boyfriend to my father soon, along with showing him our new home. It's an exciting new chapter in our lives.
Hi, John. Can we talk today? You've been constantly postponing our time to talk. You told me that you were busy last week, and you told me that we can talk this week, so can we please talk today?
Oh God, here you go again. When are you going to be mindful and understand? I'm tired today as usual, so let me go back to my room and sleep.
Well, I'm actually trying to be understanding about this relationship, but we've been married for more than half a year, you know? And don't you think it's awkward that we haven't had any decent conversations yet to this day? I haven't heard of any married couple like us.
I'm saying my work is busy. What can I do? This is what I'm saying. You are pushing your egos on me. Stop acting like a lunatic and understand about your husband's situation. Is that too much to ask? I'm doing my job and it drains me out, so I need to sleep as long as possible to recover.
Yes, I understand that, but I'm working as well, you know? I'm also in the middle of a big project and I'm quite busy too, you know? But I think it's just as important for us to talk.
Don't even try to compare my job to your shitty job. What I'm doing has more impact on society than yours, and it's more well-known corporation than yours. You were lucky to get that job promotion. I worked my way up and got the respect I deserved. Yours is pure luck.
Oh God, you're still bragging about that? It wasn't only luck that I got that job, you know?
Well, I really don't give a damn about it. Whatever. I wouldn't know the details anyways. Anyways, there's nothing I want to talk to you about, so I'm going to sleep. You were going to lure me into your stupid talk and waste my important sleep time.
Wait up, it's important. Your sleep time might be important, but I need to tell you something that is just as, or even more important.
Please, shut up. Seriously, I don't want to hear it. There's nothing more important than my sleep time. How can you be so egoistic? You might not be tired and still have a lot of energy left since you have nothing much to do. But I'm tired from work and need to sleep. I work harder and have more responsibilities than you. Is that hard for you to understand?
Oh Lord, okay, I'll leave you alone then.
Oh, but you obviously need to cook me dinner. That's your real job, and it better be something I like a sautéed salmon and mashed potatoes or curry dish or something good. You're a wife. You need to cook and do all your daily chores. If you seriously put all your time and effort into that, then you won't have any energy left to talk to me. So don't you dare talk to me. If you do, I'll ignore you. If you understand, what are you waiting for? Get on with it, man. You are so slow.
Unfortunately, we don't have any salmon today, so I guess I'll make a curry dish then. Hey, John, you don't have to respond, so can you at least listen to what I'm saying? I'll do all the talking, so just hear me out. I really need to tell you something. Like I told you a week ago, it's very important.
Okay then, talk from behind the door. You better thank me for sparing you my precious time. I'm gonna be in my room, so you go on, talk. That should be more than enough, right?
Alright then, I'll do that. I told you everything, okay? Please think about it carefully and let me know what you think.
Huh? What? Were you saying something? Sorry, I didn't understand anything, 'cause I was listening to music.
Oh, really? Well, I kind of thought so. Then should I tell you again? You really need to take it seriously and listen to me.
No, that won't be necessary. It's not worth my time. I can figure what you're gonna say anyways. It's your usual egoistic BS that can be solved by yourself. Why are you so dependent on me? You think for yourself and solve it by yourself.
Okay, so that means you won't fuss about it later, right? This is something we both have to agree on.
Of course not. I really don't care what you're saying. Plus, I'm telling you over and over, do it yourself. You're a grown-ass woman. Just do your daily chores as a wife, and that's all I ask you. You get it?
How can you hate me so much? What have I done to you? Don't you think it's childish to keep ignoring me like this? At least we should talk when something serious comes up.
Ignore. It's just that your voice is too quiet, so I can't hear you. Speak up. Oh man, I really regret marrying an introvert like you. You're so soft and weak, always trying to make me do things I don't want to. If you want me to listen to you, then you need to lighten up and try to be more attractive. Go watch YouTube on how to be a more attractive woman or something like that.
Anyways, I told you my point. So don't complain later, okay? I'm willing to take all the necessary measures.
I told you I won't. You're so stupid. Don't ask me the same thing ever again, okay? Just let me sleep. I'm tired from work.
I think you will regret this. I'm just giving you the heads up. So, here are the photo proofs that you asked for, Ava. I'm sorry to tell you, that man is officially a jobless loser in my eyes. But it's so obvious he's jobless even without seeing this. Thank you for doing this, Olivia. I appreciate you sparing your time and effort for me. So, he is actually jobless, huh? Well, that's not a surprise, but it's kind of shocking to know the truth. Oh, no worries. I'm jobless too, and I get a kick out of following people around. I followed him everywhere, and it was actually fun. Plus, a jobless person knows best about another jobless person. That knowledge is nothing to be proud of, but it was pretty easy to predict his behavioral patterns. I knew where he had to go for a low-budget lunch and all the other places where he can waste time for free. I knew he was going to go to that park and also that library. I'll pretend I didn't hear the part about you getting a kick out of following someone. Maybe you should become a private investigator if you're jobless. That might be the right job for you. I can kind of see you becoming a popular private investigator. Ava, you don't understand, do you? If I can become a private investigator, I would love to be one. But it's not like you can be a private investigator that easily. Maybe one day, you know? Who knows? If you need another investigation that time, I will help you out for free. Oh, yeah, that's true, but I have a gut feeling that you will be one someday. And I surely hope that this is the last time I need to investigate anybody. Ideally, I would want to live in peace and not have doubts on anyone. Oh, but it's not going to happen. I don't wear glasses. I should have read more books in the dark and played video games all day. Come on, not all private investigators wear glasses. I never got along in any of my previous workplaces, which simply means I'm not made for working. I never understood why I had to do all of those unnecessary things to get along with everyone. Well, if you really look into it, then I think you'll find something that fits you. And I'm pretty sure private investigator is your calling. I mean, look at all these proofs. The photos are professional quality, too. You're really good at this. Well, thank you for the compliment. But even though I'm jobless, I'm an honest jobless person. Unlike John, who can't even confess to his wife that he got fired. I don't lie about what I'm doing. Plus, wasting his day outside doing nothing, I like to be more efficient with my time. I would rather help someone out. I'm a different kind of jobless person. Yeah, well, he's a man that has too much pride, so there are a lot of other problems that come along with it. It's complicated, to say the least. I remember you telling me you got your job promotion at the same time as your marriage, right? It wasn't really a job promotion, but my plan and proposal for this big project somehow got through and we began working with this big corporation. And I became the leader of that project to work with that corporation. So, to be exact, it wasn't really a job promotion. I kind of paved my way into it. Well, that's something to be happy for. That's amazing, Ava. But to be honest, it wasn't all just happy news. Unfortunately, that corporation happened to be the one that John failed the interview for. So that was the beginning of the end. How childish of him to ignore you for 8 months because of that jealousy. That pride or whatever of his is toxic. He should be happy for you and celebrate when his wife succeeds in work. I don't have a partner, so I really don't understand any of that. But as a person, he definitely is childish and a real scumbag. Well, John has too much pride and ego for being happy for me like that. If he was really successful in his work, then maybe, but as a jobless husband, he can't tolerate his wife being more successful than him. I really think that his pride and ego are really hurting him badly. It's uncontrollable. What? You're on his side for this? You're actually feeling sorry for him? Oh, you're such a kind person. I would never make you sad if I was in his shoes. Well, it's not like I'm on his side. I kind of pity him for that. My dad was kind of like that, so I've seen how a man reacts to things like this. My mom had a really hard time dealing with him. So in the beginning, I tried to understand him, you know? But it just kept getting worse and the insults became too much, and I finally reached my breaking point. Wow, if it was me, I would have left without telling him in the first week. So, did you precisely tell him what you were going to do next? Yeah, yesterday I tried telling him, but he wouldn't listen as usual. He says he doesn't even want to see my face at home. It might sound crazy to you, but he even makes me leave all the meals in front of his room and he eats inside alone. Ava, why do you even obey that? He's just neglecting you, and he absolutely does not deserve a kind person like you. You shouldn't have let that kind of nonsense happen. Ugh, I feel so sorry for you. Thanks, but I guess I'm a softie at heart and blindly good-natured. But I'm going to show him when a person like that snaps, there's going to be serious consequences. Yeah, that's the way to go, Ava. I really don't want to see you get mistreated like that. Oh, by the way, did you settle things with the real estate? They're pretty nice, right? Yes, thanks for hooking me up. They were very thoughtful and found me a good apartment. No, everything's all ready. Tonight, I'm going to try to talk to him for the last time. And if he ignores me, I'm going to take action right away. Well, 8 months of ignoring, and I'm pretty sure nothing is going to change tonight, but hopefully he responds. Yeah, most probably it's going to be the same. I'll keep you informed. Thanks for the photos and everything else, Investigator Olivia. Yes, let's go, Ava.
Yo, how many times do I have to tell you? Your stupidity is through the roof at this point. I'm freaking tired from my job, so don't talk to me. You had no idea I was gonna say this to you? Now is the time for me to finally relax and rejuvenate, so don't come knocking at my door. You're violating my time to chill out.
Well, since you told me that I should take my job as a wife seriously, I was just going to ask you what you wanted to eat for dinner.
Think for yourself, dummy. Your job as my wife is a failure. Don't you understand that I'm tired from work? Any caring wife will consider that first.
But today is Saturday, so you don't have work, right? What do you mean you're tired from work?
Oh, well, I had to go into the office on my day off. I'm so busy now that I don't even have time to take a full day off, you know. I am responsible for this huge project, and I have so many things to do. You have no idea to be in a position like that. Which means you need to leave me alone.
Huh? Alright, I'll just make something and leave it in front of the room.
On that note, why can't you make my dinner earlier? You're so slow in everything you do. And all of this I have to put up with. You're so not fit as my wife. Hurry up and bring me my dinner. You better feel lucky that I'm your husband, just like you had luck for that job promotion. The one and only thing you have is luck. Hey, what the hell is this? The house is dead empty. What have you done?
What do you mean, what? I just moved out of the house. Isn't it pretty self-explanatory?
Stop messing with me. How can you be so self-centered doing this without even consulting me? You think this is funny?
Well, John, countless times I tried to talk to you, but you never listened. This is what I wanted to talk to you about.
What right do you even have to do this on your own? You can't do this.
Well, I'm sure you remember, I used to live in that house alone before we got married, and after marriage, you moved in. The contract is under my name, and I have every right to move out whenever I want to. Don't you understand that? Don't worry, I left all your belongings there.
You piece of crap, saying all this BS. I don't care if the house is under your name. You had to let me know, and you failed to do that. If it's something of this magnitude, you should have texted me instead of talking through the door, which, like I said, I had trouble hearing.
I tried many times. I really wanted to talk to you face to face because it was something of this magnitude. So I didn't want to text you about this.
Yeah, right. You knew that I wasn't going to listen to you, so you didn't text me. Even when you were in front of the door, you knew I wasn't listening.
Wow, you knew exactly well. You just admitted that it's your fault since you weren't listening. It's too late to lash back out at me now.
God damn it, you sneaky bastard.
Anyways, you should go and see what's on your desk.
Really? A freaking divorce paper?
Yes, I want a divorce. Are you even surprised? Don't tell me you had no idea that it was coming sooner or later. Can you sign and file it for me? That's the least you can do.
I'm not gonna approve this divorce nonsense. Of course it's not gonna happen.
What? You've been ignoring me for 8 months straight after marriage. And how can you have the audacity to refuse a divorce? Now you're finally talking with me? It's too late, Junior.
Shut up. I'm the one who decides if we're gonna divorce or not. It's not for you to decide. You don't have the right to make that kind of decision. You just obey me as you always do. That's the right way.
If you're gonna say that, then shall we go to the court for this? We should let the judges decide.
What court? You're trying to threaten me?
I've already talked to my lawyer, so I don't mind. I have a good lawyer, you know. A husband that doesn't talk to his wife for 8 months? Sorry, but all the sympathy is towards me. She told me that I have a 100% chance of winning this case.
Yeah, alright then. We'll go to court. I'll fight your ass. You're my wife, and you can't just make up your own decisions. That's the rule, and everyone will understand.
Oh, it's okay then, huh? Fine, let's do this. Which probably means you will officially have to admit that you are jobless and people will know about it.
Huh? What are you saying?
You can lie all you want to me, but you can't lie in the court. If you don't know, if you lie after taking oath, then you could serve up to 4 years in prison and you will be fined thousands of dollars. Let's see if a high-pride man like you can handle that. So, shall we take this to court, huh?
That's absolute nonsense. And jobless. Why the hell do you...
You thought I wouldn't have known? You are underestimating me in every possible way. I knew that you were pretending like you went to work, but actually you were just wasting all that time in the city. You didn't want me to find that out, did you?
No, your guess is completely wrong on that. I'm not jobless. What are you even talking about? You have actually been in my office, right?
Yes, I have, but that is before you got fired.
Huh? No, it's not.
I know that you were really working before that, though. I don't know exactly when, but you got fired around 6 months ago, right?
No, that's a lie. You got it all wrong. You can't win in court with those lies. You're the one that's going to get in trouble lying in court. The fact of the matter is, I'm not jobless and never got fired. Do you even have proof to back up all those accusations? Which I'm sure you don't, since they're all lies.
Oh, so you really want me to show you the proof? Of course I have them. But if you admit it now, then I won't go further.
Why should I admit those BS? If you still think I'm jobless, then show me the proof.
Here you go then. Check these out.
What are these photos?
As you can see, it's you wasting your time in the city during the day. Look closely. Is this someone else I'm seeing? Look, the actual time is there too. You're in the casino during the day on a weekday, when you're supposed to be at work. The one that you're daydreaming in the park like a weirdo was funny. Oh, did you see the one where you're sleeping in the public library? You sure need a lot of sleep, huh?
You bastard. Who the hell took these damn photos? And so many of them. There's no way you could have done this.
Well, that's none of your concern. The facts are there, and that's what's important. Anyway, this should very well prove that you're jobless.
Oh, I get it. I know who's behind this. And how dare you try to make a fool out of me?
What do you mean you got it?
Olivia, what the hell did you do? I know it's you. Stalking me around? I'm not going to forgive you for this. I'm going to make you regret this.
Hello? Oh, hey, John, how are you? You seem a little upset. And what are you exactly talking about?
Stop it. Don't play dumb with me. You're the only one that would enjoy acting like a private detective. I know it's you. You're jobless and have nothing better to do. You have all the time in the world to waste. Don't you have anything better to do than to stalk me?
Oh, darn, you found out. Well, that was quicker than expected. I guess you have good instincts, huh? But in any case, we're both jobless and have nothing better to do, so I'm sure we can get along, right?
What? I'm not jobless. And why the hell should I get along with you? That's the last thing I will do. You have no idea that your damn photos created a big misunderstanding with my wife, and that's why I will not forgive you for this.
Do you have any idea how much time I spent following you around? I surely spent a lot of time beyond your imagination following you around everywhere. Oh, by the way, I know of a better place to daydream if you want to know. And a better casino for that matter. Oh, have you tried the tuna melt sandwich at the place you always go? Anyways, there's no doubt that you are jobless. I have many more photos if you want to see them. Some of them were too miserable for Ava to see, so maybe I can show you those. This one is pretty funny. You are drooling all over this book when you're sleeping in the library.
What? You had more? Goddamn stalker. You're sick. How long did you actually stalk me? I'll sue your ass for invasion of privacy. You should be in prison for this.
Sure, go ahead. Then everyone will know that you're jobless. Can you take that, tough guy? I know that you're mentally weak, covering it up with your so-called pride.
You guys knew that I wouldn't sue you. What a dirty move, you scumbag.
Calling me a scumbag, huh? Do you even know what that means? You should look that up right now. Ignoring your wife for 8 months. A man who constantly made her cook and do all the daily chores. Ava worked her ass off in an office and came back and did all that, you know. And in the off days, she was cleaning the house and prepared meals for you. And you ignore her even when she did all of that for you? That person calls me a scumbag?
Damn you. You think you got the upper hand now?
Plus, you were even making Ava pay the rent. How is that even possible? How the hell did you convince her? You sponge off her like a loser and not even thank her about it, but you won't even talk to her? That's crazy. I think you're the scumbag of all scumbags. You are the definition of a scumbag. What do you think?
Forget it. There's no point in talking to an idiot like you. You just go on and keep stalking people around like that, and one day you'll go to prison for that. That is where a loser like you belongs.
Yeah, and you should keep on running away from reality when things go south like that. So, farewell. Enjoy the rest of your lonely life. Alone, somewhere where no one knows you exist. That's where a scumbag like you belongs.
Shut up. You are in deep shit for this. Remember that.
Can you stop taking it out on Olivia? She is not to blame here. Even if I didn't ask her, I could have easily hired a private investigator for proof, so she is not the villain here.
I know that idiot bitch talked you into this. She's having fun being in the middle of this drama. She has nothing better to do. What a parasite. She brainwashed you into doing this sneaky BS, right? I know it. I hate that parasite.
Why are you so convinced that she was the one that made me do this?
Well, obviously you won't bite back at me like that. I know you, and you're not that type. Olivia lured you into this, right? She think this is a movie or something.
John, you are taking me so lightly. I am not that lame, you know? We never talked that much, so obviously you don't know anything about me. Well, I have to tell you, this plan was all my idea. Not hers, but mine.
What? That can't be true. You don't need to cover for her, you know.
It's really simple. I am truly sick and tired of you, and I don't want to be with you. And after all that, I will not be satisfied until I get back at you. I mean, how can I be? You're going to get what you deserve.
Jeez, what's wrong with you? Are you depressed or something? You seriously need to see a psychiatrist. They'll give you a chill pill. You can take that, and we'll talk then.
You thought I would never get mad? Don't be silly. Anyone would be mad if they're treated like I was. Getting ignored for 8 months due to a stupid jealousy? Getting looked down on by a jobless loser? You've committed a serious sin to your wife. And you thought I would be like Gandhi or Mother Teresa or whoever and accept and forgive all your sins? Dream on. Enough is enough.
Wait, you need to relax. Take a moment to breathe. You're going insane.
I actually am very relaxed and very sane. You just need to sign the divorce paper and file it. If you say no, then we go to court. Am I clear on that?
Stop. I had no idea that your stress was building up that much. You should have told me earlier, and we could have worked this out. My bad. I'm sorry, so please spare me with this divorce. That is not something I wish for, and I'm sure it won't be good for you as well.
What? You're saying that now? I told you it's too late. It will be the best decision I've ever made.
Let me confess. I misdirected all of my anger of being fired towards you. You were in a good relation with the company I failed to interview for, and I couldn't accept that fact. So I took a chance and stormed into that company. That was the only choice I had.
What? That was you?
Yeah, then I got stopped by security. 2 big guys grabbed me by the arm and threw me out, and they checked my ID and was banned from that company for good. And because of that, I got fired. I just wanted to show that I was a legit and decent businessman. But unfortunately, it didn't work out, and it just added insult to injury, and I felt absolutely miserable after that.
I've heard from them that there was a perpetrator who came storming into the office with a 1-page proposal. Oh my God, that was you? Oh, I can't believe it. That is embarrassing. You didn't have to do that.
Anyways, my pride was torn into pieces, so I had to take it out on you. There was nothing I can do about it. You understand, right?
At first, I tried to understand, and I wanted to help. I knew that you were hurting yourself with your own pride. I kind of understand since my dad was like that, and I used to see Mom suffering. I was trying my best to follow your orders, but after constantly treating me so bad like that? Whatever the reason is, my tolerance is up. It's too late. You had your chance, but missed it. So goodbye.
No, I really am sorry. I needed to hear this to really understand. I will reflect on what I have done from now on. I will be a changed man. Hey, stop ignoring me. We're still in the middle of our conversation. Hey, Ava, listen. I still have lots of things I need to share with you. You should hear me out. At least listen to what I have to say. Come on, please.
So, how does it feel to be ignored? The way you ignored me was way worse, you know? Plus, you were calling me names and ordering me to do this and that, and you even said that you don't want to see my face at home.
I'm sorry. From now on, I will listen to you and never call you names, and we will have dinner together in our dining room. Sounds good, right?
You did all that to me, so I have no intention of listening to you anymore. Get out of that house since it's under my name, and you need to pay me alimony. Then go on with your jobless and homeless life. I really don't care where you end up. From now on, I will ignore you forever. This is the last you will ever hear from me.
Wait up, please. Hey, Ava, I beg you, please. Listen to me. We can get back to where we were. I'll help you bring all the things you moved out of our house. Just tell me where you are, and I'll be there. Hello?
Hi, Ava. I'm glad the divorce is legally granted. Congratulations, you finally did it. So, John finally gave up and admitted in the end, right? Yeah, at first he wouldn't admit it and told me that we'll go to court and all that. But after a while, he started to be sorry, and he was telling me that he wanted to get back together and all that. And towards the end of the conversation, the talk of the court was gone. He didn't want anything to do with that. If it really went to court, it would have been a drag, so that was good. Wasting all the money and time and effort. Yeah, especially since the whole lawyer thing was a bluff. I'm glad he obediently filed the divorce paper. If we had to go to court, then I would have really had to find a lawyer. That would have been exhausting. Yeah, I'm sure. So what now? I'm going to live alone, quietly in peace for a while. Must be nice to have a space where no one's bossing me around. Work-wise, the ongoing project is still far from over, and I'm going to concentrate on my work. It's something I really wanted to be a part of since I was in college, so I'll nail it. And what about you? What are you going to do? Isn't it about time you find a job? Well, actually, I wanted to tell you that I got a job as an assistant for this private investigation office. Just like you predicted a while ago. It has begun. Oh, really? Oh, congrats! That's an ideal job for you. You can call me Mystic Ava from now on. You really are meant to be a private investigator. You were already like a professional at that point, I can assure you that. Well, I'm just an assistant, so technically I'm not a private investigator yet. But soon I will be someone that all sinners shall fear. But from now on I can legally stalk someone. That is so nice. I will expose everyone. After the divorce, John became homeless and jobless. He really did this to himself because of his uncontrollable pride and ego. With his little left savings, he's now living in a cheap dormitory in the corner of the city. He was always telling me he wanted to be alone in his room, but now he has to share a room with a stranger. He is making a living with jobs that pay him daily, probably switching between road work to construction work depending on the day. I hope he wouldn't end up as a street thug or a gangster or a con man, but I don't think he would go that far. And in parallel, he's still job searching. He was saying that he wanted to be a legit and successful businessman, so he won't give up on his dream yet. I think if he matures a little more and his unnecessary pride is gone, he actually has the skills and ability to get hired in a decent company. But right now, I would say he's living a pretty tough life. The future's unknown for him and nothing is guaranteed. His pride is torn into pieces, so it should be tough in the beginning. But when that's gone, then he has a chance to restart his life from scratch. And for the compensation, he voluntarily paid me the alimony. That was kind of surprising at first, but at least he was a man that I was once married to, and before the marriage, he was actually a gracious man. That's why I accepted him as my husband, so upon the divorce, he was a good sport, and I appreciate that. As for how John is feeling right now, he is in deep regret and feels truly sorry for me in his own right. I think he should be feeling that way so he can become a better person. I know everyone makes mistakes, and if they truly own it, then they won't make the same mistakes anymore. As I mentioned, I haven't talked to him since then and won't be backing him up in any way. I do have some compassion towards him, but it's not like I'll sacred person and accept and forgive everything he did. Time will tell if we ever cross paths again or not, and God only knows how I would react at that time. Anyways, I hope he carefully reflects on everything he's done and hope that in his next endeavor, he'll be able to succeed in whatever he does and maybe meet someone and be happy. As for Olivia, she first started working part-time in a private investigation office as an assistant and quickly demonstrated her skills. Because of her, the office got many new offers, and now she's working full-time and is highly paid. Her stalking skills are somewhat better than most of the other investigators, and her personality is well received in that field. Oh, and her photo skills are top-notch, too. She never really found the calling till now in any other job she's ever done, so I'm really happy for her. Basically, my divorce helped her find the calling. When the right person is in the right place, she's unstoppable. She's like a fish in water, happily stalking and exposing people of their wrongdoings. Just like Olivia, I want to succeed in my job. The project I'm working on now is my dream project since my college days. It'll definitely have an impact on the society in a very positive way, and I'm very proud and happy to be a part of it. Now that I don't have a bossy husband around me anymore, I am also an unstoppable fish in the water.